What's up, everyone? Back at it again with the first retro gaming of the year. So excited to be bringing you guys back this incredible, ridiculous, dopest series of GI. Nah, I'm just playing. But for real though, I am really happy to be bringing you guys back retro gaming. I hope you guys enjoyed the retro gaming videos from 2016. If you guys didn't get a chance to check them out, the playlist is down below in the description box below, so definitely check that out. And with a new year comes new things, changes, and as you guys can see, we're doing something a little bit different with retro gaming this year. We're gonna still follow some of the same format, but introduce something new, so you guys can see. Got some little topics on the left side. We'll talk about the topics, and after the topics, what I'll do is what I did before, where I would just let the game play out and you guys can just kind of get that nostalgia feel for the game. And what's the best way to bring in the new year with retro gaming? With, of course, my boy Sonic. Now, you guys already know I am a huge Sonic fan. I guess you can say Sonic fanboy, whatever. I mean, I'll tell you right now when Sonic games suck, definitely, but Sonic is definitely one of my favorite game characters of all time, hands down. But Sonic CD came out in November 1993. This game is very old. It came out for the Sega CD, which I believe was a pretty failed console. Now Sega CD, this console had more memory, gave it a little bit more of a graphical boost, and you can see that with Sonic CD when you go into the special levels, which you will see later in the gameplay. But besides here in the United States, it came out in Europe 1993 October, Japan August 9th 1996, so 3 years after it originally came out. Now this game was ported over not just for the Sega CD, but it was eventually ported over to the PC, iOS, Android, Windows phones, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. So now you can play it wherever you want to. And Sonic CD, I mean, is pretty dope. I mean, it doesn't take that far away from what you're originally doing before from Sonic 1, 2, and 3 for the Sega Genesis. Sonic CD also featured a save feature. And this is due to not just the game, but for the actual system. What it would do was, since there's more memory, after the end of each level, it would save it for you automatically, which, you know, is good because, you know, in the first Sonic game, you couldn't do it. Once you died, your 3 lives, you had to end it. That was it. So, like I said, Sonic CD was very fun, but the one thing about Sonic CD that made it different than Sonic 1, 2, and 3, the premise behind it was you had the ability to be able to time travel, so you can go back from the past and the future. And the way you're supposed to play it is you're supposed to find these signs where you cross over from the present day to the past. And you saw it a little bit earlier. It was this little machine that you had to destroy in the past. And when you destroy that in the past, as you can see there, that's the past symbol, you have to continually to run. And if you don't, you run out. But you have to destroy the machine. If you don't destroy the machine in the past, then you basically get a different ending when you actually end the zone itself, meaning that you are not able to save the future. So you still have your typical zone 1, 2, and 3. At the third zone, you would fight Robotnik. Now, the thing is, when you get to zone 3, depending on if you got these machines back in the past, when you're in the future for zone 3 is either going to be a good future or a bad future. That's what it really depends. But that's the whole thing about Sonic CD. That was the whole premise behind it. It was the same thing. Like I said, you got zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, but there was a little twist because you were able to go back in time or you were able to go back in the future. And I briefly mentioned this earlier with the graphical quote-unquote increase with the game with the actual console. And you can see here with the Sonic Special Stage. Now the point of the Sonic Special Stage was for you to basically be able to collect the Chaos Emerald, but actually it was actually called the Time Emerald or Time Stone for this game. And when you collect them all, obviously, you know, you get Supersonic and everything. You actually get the true ending of the game. But that's enough game info about Sonic CD. My next topic, what I really wanted to talk about briefly, is Sonic Mania. Now, as you guys know, Sonic Mania is going to basically pull back from that horrible Sonic boom in recent Sonic games that we've had in the recent releases. So what they're going to be doing with Sonic Mania, they're going to be bringing it back to how it was for Sonic 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be a side scroller. It's going to be developed by Headcanon. And I'm looking forward to this. I will be getting Sonic Mania. I mean, of course. I mean, come on now. It will be being released for the PC, for the just recently announced Nintendo Switch. Will be for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and it should be released sometime in Q2 of this year. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about Sonic Mania is because it's pulling directly from a game certain just like this. Sonic Mania is going to be some remixes of some old levels plus some new levels, but it's going to be in the same style. And I think it's cool that Sega and they're bringing them back to something different. And I definitely do think that Sonic Mania, especially for people like me that are huge Sonic fans or people that enjoy the more of that retro gaming feel, it will be very successful. Absolutely. I definitely do think that Sonic Mania will do a pretty good time. Pretty good thing, and I'm looking forward to it. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys are looking forward to Sonic Mania. Now let's get to the next topic. So as you can see, I have next gen, and the reason why I have next gen is because, you know, you got your PlayStation 4, you got your Xbox One, you got the, well, quote unquote next gen, but Nintendo Switch, which is coming out soon, but you still have the Nintendo Wii, which is Nintendo's console right now. And can Sonic really survive with the next gen? I don't necessarily think so. Now, granted, Sonic Mania is coming out, which is for the next gen, but what I'm saying is, could you see Sonic in a huge graphical increase, more like a Sonic 06? Now, a lot of people say that Sonic 06 was bad. I actually thought Sonic 06 was actually pretty cool. You got introduced to some a new character with Silver. I mean, you already knew about Blaze and, you know, obviously Shadow, and which was really dope. And I enjoyed it. Now, it was kind of weird because, like, he was in the atmosphere, different, like a different world. Like, he was in, like, the quote unquote real world. But I still think it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool concept. So if they were to come out with something similar to that, it could work. I mean, you could play it for the Xbox. Came out for the Xbox 360. Came out for the PlayStation 3. So sorry, Nintendo fans, it didn't come out for the Nintendo Wii U or Wii. But I could see something similar to that happening in the near future. But if it's going to be on the same concept like this goddamn Sonic Boom or Sonic Boom 2, whatever, no, let it go. Now, speaking of Sonic Boom, next topic. The worst Sonic ever. Do I even need to go into details about what I think is the worst Sonic game ever? I mean, you can refer back to my own personal channel when I did the Sonic Boom impressions. Or just look at it in general. That had to be the worst and the most disrespectful game for Sonic ever. And the fact that they brought it back to the Nintendo 3DS for Fire and Ice, and they're coming out with another Sonic Boom, like, it's like Sonic of Uncharted. I just don't know. Like, I personally feel that that game should have never been released, and I still feel some type of way about it. But people bought it. I get it. For new generation, I get it. And this leads me to my last point in the video. Let Sonic die. As cool as it would be to have him in the next gen, like another Sonic 06 type for like the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, for the PC, it would be cool. I think that Sonic is one of those characters that just needs to get put to rest. Let this man sleep. He has already been around for so long, for the 25th anniversary. Let it go. Let Sonic rest easy. Let him do him. And let's just move forward. if anything, let's make a successor from Sonic, which will be very hard, of course. And I will be talking about horrible successors in one of my later retro gaming videos. But I just truly believe that Sonic should just go. Just let this man go. Like, if he wants to make some cameos and appearances in different games, by all means, definitely, cool. Like Super Smash Brothers, keep him in there for sure. But to introduce any more games, if it's not gonna be taken serious, then no. I think that Sonic could, it's up for debate. I believe that Sonic could just be gone. Let him go. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. I want to know what you guys think about Sonic. So, should we let Sonic the Hedgehog die? Do you think that Sonic the Hedgehog will last another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years? Or even another year? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And like I said, new format, so I want you guys to be very vocal down in the comment section. I want to know what games you guys want to see, because it's not just about what I played back as a kid or anything like that. I love discussing different topics, and I'm probably gonna have some of the guys on retro gaming as well to speak about their experience with certain games, what they thought about it, and everything like that. So this is gonna be a group effort, so we're really doing some great things for 2017 for retro gaming. So I really do hope you guys enjoy the new format. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section below. Like I said, all the links to the past videos are down below in the description box. So thank you guys so much for everything, watching and kicking it with me for retro gaming. This is Ace of all trades with Gaming Illuminati, and I am out.